Shawty want on the game when she see us hop out that G. Want my last name, but I'm finna pass this free. Yo, she tryna get in my mind a lot to know it pass key. Yeah.
And the Wizards looking eager to get on the court and get to work. All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Grant, when you talk about these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight. And if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Cam Whitmore out there with Jabari Smith. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside Burks. Pass to Smith. It's tipped. VanVleet against McCollum. Rockets with a rebound. This team has now won 28 consecutive games and have put themselves into elite company by surpassing the record set by LeBron James and the Heat back in 2013.
Well, I've been super fortunate to be on some teams that have had some great runs, and I know how hard this can be. You can be so talented, you could be so committed, but you also have to have a few things go your way. And right now, everything going their way.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. We talked about Fred VanVleet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle. Just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Well, Brent, since 1980, the Wizards have had home court advantage in the playoffs just one time.
B.A., do you want to have anything that you want to share that's positive about the Wizards? I mean, this team has not made it out of the second round in that span, so hard to envision that happening anytime soon. We got a long way to go.
Nails it from 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Wizards have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. 4-3. Adams grabs the miss. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Here's Sarr. Cashes in the 12-footer.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now here's Adams. They get the rebound. Outside Burks. Adams a screen. Tries yet again. And it's good on the lay-in.
Well, the motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
And Alec Burks gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to McCollum. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. And so it's VanVleet with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. 4-point game. And yep, it's good. Burks has got 7 points.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Up and in on the layup.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's VanVleet. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum.
Just an active score. Defenses know when VanVleet is looking to capitalize, forcing them to compromise sometimes.
And Houston will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Adams. Eason comes in for Smith. Finney-Smith's checked in for Whitmore. And Holiday subbed in for Burks. Back to Middleton. Easton pulls it in. Houston leading by 6. Screen by Capella. To the paint. Capella controls the rebound and the putback.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Washington has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And I absolutely love the attack mentality, even with the bigger defender on him.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Here's Carrington. Easton pulls it in.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes.
3-point field goal.
Van Vliet's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Wizards trail by 9. Launches it. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. Houston has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Easton. And no good. Good D by Middleton. The Wizards have got 6 of 14 in so far. Sarr misses. Houston leading by 6. Holiday passes to Easton. And the layup is good off the glass. Easton's got 5 now.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Easton pulls it in.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Tipped, and he recovers it. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Van Vliet, and again, it's Houston.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. How about the way they've attacked the paint? And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
The tally on the offensive rebounds right now has been really impressive. They've just been in the right spot at the right time and getting those putbacks.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Whitmore is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Holiday in at the point. Yep, that one goes.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
Here's Burks. It's hauled in by Carrington.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Pass to McCollum. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Easton. It's rebounded by Washington. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Wizards last season, for the first time in a long time, hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Oof, not good there, Allie. Thank you. The Wizards trail by 12. McCollum on the wing, defended by Eason. Back to McCollum. Lets the three fly. Gets the three ball to go. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
And Burks gets it to go.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Here's Carrington, defended by Burks. George outside. Here's McCollum. Gets some space and parries the jumper. McCollum's got 10.
CJ has such trust in the mechanics of his shot. He gets the ball. He's able to drop right into that J.
And Houston making a change here. Smith's checked in. Now here's Holiday. Yet to see a basket. And there's Adams. That one's good. On the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. And in the front end of the back-to-back. What's important?
Well, B.A., most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit. They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Smith no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
For 3, McCollum. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
That's more like it. Rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
For 3, Smith. Rebound, Washington. It's off to Philadelphia after this game, where they'll face the 76ers. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Houston leading by 8. Holiday finds Smith. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by Middleton.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
No good from the wing.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Sinks the tray. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
And let's use this break to recognize your Western Conference Player of the Week, Kevin Durant.
Oh, it's been so much fun to watch him on the offensive end recently. He's really his team's engine on that end of the floor, sparking plays and helping them find open shots and big points.
The Wizards with another miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And as Chris Middleton has gotten older, Brent, he's had to battle a number of injuries.
Yeah, no doubt this is what happens to an aging player, and for Middleton, they seem to just be compounding. The tough thing for the squad that he plays with is just how reliable and important he's been in the biggest moments. So he gives them confidence. He needs to find it back in his own body.
Pass to Sarr. Middleton outside. 1:19 left in the second. The shot from 20 feet out is good. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. The drive by Van Vliet. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Van Vliet's got 6.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Rebound by Van Vliet. And Van Vliet has got the ball here for the Rockets. Last time they met was in Houston.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
In talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look, and see if they can keep that up.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
That's why Middleton gets the respect from the teammates here. Adept at getting to the free throw line and attacking the inside.
Eason's checked in for the Rockets. 29 seconds left to play in the first half. For 3, Smith. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. 10 points for him.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Counted from distance.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Capella.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. It'll count. And that's not going to go. Jabari Smith has been leading the charge for the Rockets. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV, you know, it jumps out at you. But the players on the court don't even notice it.
That's because you're always looking up at everybody, Kenny. Always knew what the floor looked like.
And now talking about this game, what a first half from Fred VanVleet.
I would have loved to play with a guy like him. He's always looking to get teammates involved, dropping dimes non-stop in the first half, and also putting it in the bucket. Looks like a fun guy to run with.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Well, you know, C.J. McCollum has been really making an impact here, guys.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Sarr out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Marcus Smart. That's the group for Washington right now. And Burks gets it to go.
Yeah, no question VanVleet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
Smart outside. Middleton from the outside. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Middleton. From deep, Sarr drops in the three. Sarr's got 5.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Burks. The rebound by the Wizards. McCollum on the wing. He's got 13.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
VanVleet finds Smith. Looking to get it going. Buries it down low. He's got 12.
And looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Nice open look, but it's no good.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And here's VanVleet from the arc. They get it back. Smith outside. Pass to Burks. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Smart. McCollum on the wing. There's the drive. And out of bounds. The Rockets will take it. And let's take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. No matter who ends up competing, you know it's going to be a show.
And the best part, B.A., every year we see something different, something new. I can't wait.
And you look at Smith. He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. but I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll, of course, update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Kispert's checked in for Washington. To the right side. To win the run. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Houston making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Adams. And Finney Smith subbed in for Smith. Houston leading by 11. Outside Burks. Van Vliet outside. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Missed inside. To the middle. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
Oh, man, nice jam from Middleton. The veteran swingman understands when to go after dunks like that.
Here's Burks. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Burks has got 15 points.
A very high percentage look when the D is nowhere to be seen.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Hey, guys. The Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Suggs, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Suggs.
A big piece. Okay, Shams, thank you.
Yes, slashing toward the hoop. Whitmore not hesitating when he sees an opportunity.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Washington making a change here. Olenek's checked in. Eason's checked in for Houston. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Ryan, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Ryan, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks. It's deflected. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. From the arc. Nice shot by Finney Smith. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And it's Capella with the jam.
And that's where you want to feed Clint Capella, deep down on the interior part of the paint. Let him power it through.
The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Burks. It's Eason with the jam.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Stolen by Van Vliet. And he converts the layup. Van Vliet's got 8.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Looking to win the run. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Burks. It's hauled in by Carrington.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Three-pointer is up. Middleton hits the trifecta. Middleton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's a knockdown guy from there. Middleton's never seen a three he doesn't like.
Here's Burks. Right side Eason. Pass to Finney Smith. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Van Vliet. And the Rockets tack on 2 more. Washington with the ball. Here's Middleton. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Houston up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Smith, Fred VanVleet out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Steven Adams, and it's Whitmore in at the three, the small forward. The three, Smith. He can't get that one to fall. The Wizards trail by 19. Pass to George from outside the arc. Hits a three-pointer. George has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Smith no good. And Washington shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Ooh, it's stolen by Eason. Smith with it, guarded by Olynyk. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Well, Adams with the make-them-pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
That free throw no good.
Steven Adams. 2 shots.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And so it's Washington with it. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. A chance to get a quick injury report.
Timeout.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Washington provided some info for us. The bad news is he has a sprained ankle, and they're hoping that the swelling will go down. Right in the middle of the schedule, some unfortunate timing for sure. We wish him the best on his recovery. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks. Well, we're all hoping he gets healthy quickly, guys.
Yes, we do. And these trainers are so good at what they do. Hopefully, they'll be able to get him back on the court soon.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. The three is up. Sends it home from three-point land.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Outside Eason, pass to VanVleet. Smith against George. Adams with a screen on George. Smith no good.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And here's what the Washington Wizards schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Paul George and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Friday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Well, Brent, you've won championships, but you've also been on some bad teams. What's that experience like?
Well, B.A., very kind of you to remind me of that, although the therapy has paid off, so I'm doing just fine. When you are experiencing seasons that aren't going as successful as the team would like it to go, there's a point of pride in the game and the way that you approach it. You can't separate yourself from your teammates. You got to dig in and show that you have the mettle to go out there and still compete.
There's McCullough with the three. Rockets with a rebound. Adams has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
The rebounding differential is a major story in this game.
A nice shot by Smith.
Yeah, a prolific score from all three levels. Smith showing off here tonight.
The Wizards trail by 15. Middleton outside. Up top, McCollum. It's hauled in by Houston. They led the game at 1 point by 20. The three, Smith. They get it again. Great positioning on the putback.
And that is one of Steven Adams' specialties. If you fail to put a body on him, he'll put you in the rim.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Fred VanVleet.
And it's been a performance that every point guard strives for. Orchestrating, facilitating, keeping everyone involved, creating easy buckets. As a teammate, you love playing with a leader like this.
This here was a gutsy performance from him in front of a tough crowd. The fans were on his back, and it never got to him. If anything, it motivated him more.
A long shot for sure, but Middleton fully capable from that kind of range.
Pass to VanVleet. 1:52 left in the fourth. Here's Burks. Rebound by Middleton.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
McCollum. And it's Middleton, that time on the assist by McCollum. Middleton's got 12 points in just the second half. The Rockets lead by 12. Here's Burks. Sarr pulls it in. Here's Adams. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Washington has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Rockets.
And as we see the game wind down, you have to remember all the second chance buckets this team put on the board.
They definitely won it with their offensive rebounding. We watched them attack the ball and turn misses into makes all game long.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And what a huge performance it was for Fred VanVleet.
He had a surplus of energy tonight, providing defensive help all over the floor and making it seem like they had 6 guys out there instead of 5.
Oh, the swat by Adams.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by 16. That one falls. Now VanVleet. Pass to Burks. Driving to the basket. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Rockets lead by 16. Knocked loose. Stolen by VanVleet. Takes the 3. No good there. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Fred VanVleet.